unconditional love to heal the world and everything that comes with it. So, I'm just gonna pause for a few seconds, guys. During the time in the harem, because I do remember a lot that which took place there. I grew up in luxury, like immense luxury there, which is why I've always had this thing in this life where I would never give up my soul for luxuries or finances or to marry a man for money. And I would always attract that in this life. So, they were constantly buying me beautiful clothes so that I could dance and entertain the guests. And the guests were like high-end political business people, businessmen, other generals and stuff, that would, from all across the world, not even just like the Ottoman Empire, all across the world, there were well-known people and stuff. And so, they were constantly dressing me in red outfits, and just the designs and the clothes was so luxurious, and I always had like jeweled stuff around my third eye, and I used to do magic as I would dance. Like there would be aromatherapy and like herbs being lit, and I dance, and I'm not lying. I would pick up all this, and other people have seen it too. And those groups of Zionists and Muslims and Christians that were following me in this life, and inflicting pain and all that, they were in the harem. They would come and visit me in the harem. I was ranked as one of the most popular girls in the harem, and these political people were flourishing. But I don't want to get too much into that because it's pretty devastating, really, and it's not really gonna support anybody on their journey and all this stuff. But yeah, and my ancestors, right? So there's just been a lot of healing taking place for years. And in the 70s and 80s in North America, Canada, and even all over the globe, in Turkey, everywhere, Canada and America, the Armenians were known to be terrorists because they formed groups of modern fedais, and that's how people in North America started knowing what Armenian was, because they were, and like the police knocked on my parents' door. I think I was either really little and before I was born, because anybody who was Armenian, the government would, try to make sure they're not terrorists. They weren't terrorists. They just, in North America, they didn't, but I just considered them as terrorists, but they weren't. Anyways, it's not like they're terrorizing, in like different, but, well, somebody watched my video, my recent one, and liked that I had, because now I'm uploading this video. So I used to do these readings too in 2013, so where I would place crystals on my third eye and start reading people, doing crystal readings. So I'm going to do a crystal reading in the next few days, and I'm going to make it a public video because I've asked my client if I'm allowed to, and my client said yes. So I'm doing this as, right now, this is a group consciousness type of thing, awareness, and the video is specifically personalized for my client, because my client has also been through sexual abuse. That's why I wanted to share this harem stuff, and that I was forced into prostitution. So she has that background as well. So I'm going to be placing this crystal quartz, and I'm going to be doing a reading slash healing for her. So it's going to be a crystal reading slash healing. And I'm going to be placing love. I'm telepathically going to be connecting with her energy grid. And it's going to be like a telepathic transporting of my energy to her energy to bring in that love. So I'm going to be working with green and pink energies that are connected to the heart chakra. And then I'm going to have this in the background. This beautiful, huge crystal quartz. So this crystal quartz, it's a stand. This crystal quartz works to have the energy transported from one dimension to another, from one physical location to another physical location. So there's actually two. This is a little baby one connected. So I'm going to be having this on top of the stand, and I'll probably have like a green drape, a green or a pink drape, and I'll have my green fluorite crystal in the background with some, I don't know, I'll connect with, I'll probably have my jeweled beetle in the back. It's actually right here. Because this jeweled beetle has some green and pink in it. I'll probably have this cute little guy here. You can't see from the video, but there's some green and pink. And, I mean, it's iridescent, the colors. You can't really see. But this is, they are attracting, they climb vines, and they're found in the jungle. So it's very symbolic with the tree of life and your ancestors and what you've had to go through yourself through sexual traumas. And because this iridescent, colorful beetle is very striking, it has sexual dimorphism. So what that means is it triggers the opposite sex to attract more sexual encounters. So I'm going to have this as a healing towards that, about that. So I'll have that in the background to heal that. And so by me making this a general public video, I feel it's going to connect to other women and even boys and like people that don't really want to talk about these things, and, you know, just to have a nice extra blessing for everybody. So I'll have this stuff in the background, okay, guys? And so I think this is the first time I brought this guy out. Oh, I love it. It's such beautiful. Yeah, so I got this at an amazing market price. I got it less than like half price off. But yeah, and I just feel that I want to end this DNA video. I don't feel like I should make any more videos about my DNA, guys, only because I just feel like I've gotten out the most important information. I mean, if you have questions, if you'd like me to educate you some more, if you'd like to connect more with my past life situation, if you feel you know me from the Ottoman Empire times, if you feel you've resonated and you've lived there, or you've known me from there, if you feel like you lived in the harem, because the women in the harem were really bad to me. A lot of them were jealous, and I was attacked by them. Like, they pulled my hair and they tried to harm me and hit me because there was a lot of competition of like these men coming and paying for these like sexual encounters. It was pretty fucking bad. And these women's like had no rights, and these girls had no rights. I was treated pretty well by the men and stuff in terms of emotions, but physically, like, I was brutalized. Like, I was considered a prostitute. And from what I remember, there were psychologists, men, like over 50 and over, that with like beards and stuff, and they were psychologists assigned specifically for these girls, these young girls, because so that these women don't go insane, so that these young girls don't go insane sleeping with all these rich men. And they were constantly gifted luxurious stuff so that they shut their mouth, and you know, and they had gurus and spiritual guides, and constantly being given gifts. And so I think that's why in this life I'm like completely the opposite, and I'm so highly spiritual and less, despite like, you know, my crystals and stuff, but I'm a crystal child. I love my crystals. I'm a crystal child. It's my baby. It's my baby. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love it. I tell people all the time, if I could sleep in a crystal cave, I would totally do it. Get myself a little cushion and I'd sleep in there. Never have to go through a healing because I'm living in that, you know? But anyways, guys, this video is going to cut out. Let's end this with a big I love you. I welcome love into my life. I welcome to receive and to give love into my life. And may the entire community of Red Earth Goddess be healed, loved, and supported. Mwah. Bye.